Good morning, Leyden Eagles.
I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm Jocelyn Munster.
And I'm Julia Servin. We, along with the rest of the English 4 journalism class, are excited to update you on current Leyden news and events.
In today's episode, we'll be covering back-to-school perspectives,
student opinions,
the swim team on the new pool. But before we start, we have a few announcements about homecoming week.
Make sure you dress up for Spirit Week to support Leyden. Monday is flannel day, Tuesday is class color day. Seniors are black, juniors are camo, sophomores are tie-dye, and freshmen are yellow. Wednesday is pajamas day, Thursday is cowboy day, and Friday is blue and gold day.
Along with Spirit Week, we have some fun events leading up to the homecoming football game at West Leyden versus Willowbrook. Game time is 7 o'clock.
On Wednesday, we have a movie night at East Leyden free to all Leyden students. Popcorn and water are provided, but you must sign up during lunch Monday through Wednesday.
On Thursday, the pep rally begins at 6 p.m., followed by the sunset party immediately after. You do not need a ticket to attend, but tickets, which include food, drinks, dessert, a bull ride, and a gift, will not be sold at the door.
Tickets for the sunset party are sold at lunch Monday through Wednesday. Individual prices are $12, but there's a group discount for $50 for 5 people.
The celebration will also feature a mechanical bull, inflatables, a photo booth, music, food, and friends.
East Leyden, your Eagle update starts right now.
The phrase back to school provokes stress for so many students. This year, that phrase came with some added stress due to the fact that many students spent their last year and a half of school fully remote. Besides the difference in in-person attendance rates, some other changes students faced was adjusting to manage their time for work, school, and athletics in a way similar to pre-pandemic life.
It is harder to keep up with all my assignments because I feel like I'm still kind of getting used to like going back into like a full schedule of like, oh, I have all these classes and this is what I have to do. And then also like since it's not a black schedule like it was before, like I'm after school, I got to go to football, and then by the time I get home, shower and do all that, like it's already like 8.
It's a lot harder, especially this year, just because I also have sports with that too. So I have a lot less time to be doing my work, and I'm doing a lot more throughout my day than I was when we were in e-learning.
Although it's been a lot harder for students to adjust back to a regular schedule this school year compared to previous years, teachers have played a big part in helping students by having an understanding.
I think my teachers are very understanding this year. I really appreciate all my teachers. Like, all of them are accepting any type of work that we have at the end of the unit. So I think it's just really nice because I can just like do my own calendar and just like spread everything out myself.
I feel like a lot of them have been really lenient with deadlines and other things like that.
I feel like a lot of the teachers have definitely been understanding. Like they'll bring it up, like if like we're taking like a quiz or a test or something, like they'll tell us like, oh, like don't even worry about like if it's like the first one or something, they'll be like, don't even worry about it. Like we know that you guys were at home taking quizzes and tests last year, and obviously you guys were probably talking to each other about the answers and stuff, so it's different. So they know it's like I guess you could say like an adjustment period or like a learning curve that like after a while we'll probably get back to normal, but for now it's just something that we just got to get back to used to.
Even though the start of this school year has brought many changes, teachers, students, and staff all face some of the same struggles this year. If you are a student struggling with time management or stress, you can always turn to a teacher because they can provide help and support.
As we all know, last year's athletics were cut short to some degree. Girls swimming and diving were unable to showcase their new state-of-the-art pool and host their Eagle Invite. Here are 2 varsity swimmers on their opinion of the new pool.
Well, it's kind of like the old pool was a little bit like depressing because there was no windows and like it was just sad and it was all dark. And this new pool is kind of like more open, and I feel like our team is more happy swimming in this pool because we get more space.
The other pool, it was dark. The walls were yellow. It was just not, well, it was welcoming because like we would make it welcoming, but like definitely the other teams would come in and be like, this is a dark place. At least it wasn't a basement or anything, but there was no windows. The bleachers were like right there. It was like cramped on the sides, and now it's like so spacious. Obviously like the windows do a lot, and then like this viewing deck is pretty cool.
For having the new diving team is like, I feel like benefited us completely because we get more points in our like normal swim meets, so we have a better chance of winning. And then also like we're really supportive of the diving team, so whenever we see them dive, we're all like clapping and cheering them on, like even though it's not our events or like our portion of swimming, we still care and like consider them as part of our team.
Well, the first difference is there's 8 lanes instead of 5, so we can fit more in girls. And like at the other pool, it was JV and varsity, so we were literally like smushed together, touching our, like it was just too much. And now we get like space out and swim, and then it's all the same depth, so it's better to like dive. The other pool, there was one side that was like super shallow, and like doing flip turns was super hard because you could hit your head.
Everyone is excited to be back and compete in a full season. Good luck with the rest of your season, girls swimming and diving. I'm Colin O'Neill, signing off.
The transition into e-learning was a struggle for both students and teachers alike. Some classes require a more hands-on learning environment to really succeed.
Ms. Maldonado teaches preschool and taste of teaching, which involves giving students the opportunity to teach the younger generation.
No, they did not learn nothing. They did learn something. Now, did they get the exact same experience as the students that I had pre-COVID? Absolutely not.
Mrs. Stockard teaches culinary classes. Her job is to instruct students on how to cook and bake. Let's see how she felt about teaching class online.
I think that they would have learned a lot more if they were at school, but I do think that I was really able to hone in on a lot of the main techniques that I wanted to, and I do still think that they got a good experience. The only thing that was missing was they couldn't all cook at home. A lot of kids did cook at home.
However, Leiden is finally back in person, so let's see how the students and teachers feel about being in class again.
It's amazing. Truly, it really is. There were some really good learning experiences that happened last year, and I truly learned a lot about what it was like to be a teacher during the pandemic. But teaching in-person students, being face-to-face is irreplaceable. It really is.
The teachers had a lot to say about the joys of being back in person. On another note, let's see how the students are reacting to this change.
Hi, I'm Bella, and last year I had taken preschool during online. I'm excited. Sadly, I can't do a hands-on class, but it's much more easier, and I feel like the only thing I'm struggling with is time management, but otherwise that's nothing.
I'm Kara Gobinchong. I took culinary basics and pastry chef. So in person, obviously you can cook in the classroom. When you're at home, it's a lot harder to do that, especially because they don't provide things for you, especially. But when I had culinary in school, they gave you everything, so you had everything there.
Staff and students both have grew a lot during this unpredictable time period. But at last, everyone's finally back in school and feeling motivated again. This is Julissa Madison signing off.
Alright, Eagles, that's all the time we have for today. Remember to read the daily bulletin, which you can find in an email, for more news on ongoing school events.
Tweet us at EaglesEye212 or email Mr. Rossi if you have any ideas for future segments. We can't wait to see you next week. For the Eagle Update, this is Julia
and Jocelyn
signing off.